Hey guys, I'm Billy with Spectre and welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for joining us today. If you're just finding the channel, we're a firearm training company. I travel around the country and teach folks how to shoot, help folks get better. So if you're into that sort of thing, check us out below. But we're actually here today to do something a little bit different. Let's talk about this belt. This belt just broke. And I love it anyway, and we're going to talk about why. And I just got a new one as well, so I want to show you how it comes out of the box and some crucial mods I think you have to make to really make it a good belt, but explain to you why I use it and why I like it so much. So this is the Safariland ELS belt, and first of all, it's just a quality gun belt, guys. You can see this is a brand new one. It comes folded in the package, so it hasn't really conformed to my body yet. But you can see exactly how stiff this belt is, how much it really supports weight on the belt. Man, if you have a belt right now that you can't hold like this and it supports its own weight, you need something else, guys. I'm just here to tell you, okay? So this is a really quality gun belt, but what sets it apart is all of these holes that you guys are seeing on the belt. And of course, what that's for is mounting equipment. You may already be familiar with the Safariland QLS system. And that is, you may be used to seeing it on a belt more like this. It is a fork and plate system that allows you to change out guns and or holsters, obviously, on your belt, right? Which is really cool. What Safariland has done, though, is they've miniaturized it, and it now have it for equipment as well, i.e. mag pouches or whatever you want to mount on your belt. And it really works exactly the same way. It's a fork and plate system that allows you to mount whatever you need to mount on your belt on here and just clip it in and out. So right now, I obviously have the belt set up for USPSA. I've just got, you know, my normal kind of race style pistol mag pouches on here. But let's say, for example, I want to do some rifle work. I need to put rifle pouches on here. Here's a Safariland rifle pouch with an ELS fork on it, and that will just clip right in, if I can get my act together, right into the belt. And now I have, you know, rifle mag pouches on here. Maybe I'm going to run PCC a little bit, and I want, you know, a more, you know, a larger, more stable, you know, Glock magazine pouch. I can just clip that in, and now I have PCC mag pouches ready to go. So it's a really great system that allows you to just swap gear out, you know, quick and easy, exactly when you need it, and kind of mount whatever you want on your belt. Obviously, I have pistol mag pouches on here right now, but you can use this for pretty much anything that you would want to mount on a belt and swap out. Guys use it in 3-gun a lot because, you know, maybe one stage you need several rifle mag pouches versus pistol mag pouches or shotgun caddies or whatever it is. And of course, I can put these plates anywhere on the belt that I want to and pretty much mount gear to them. And it's just a really great system. And of course, these plates mount onto the belt right through those holes. You can see the Safariland, you know, famous big hex head hardware that they always ship with their holsters. Just runs right through the holes in the belt and secures those plates right onto the belt. So now it's locked on and it's going absolutely nowhere. One of the issues I have with like Tech Lock as an example, great product, I use it, but it does have a propensity to slide around on your belt a little bit and not stay exactly where you put it, which is kind of a pain, right? With these, it is not going anywhere. A kind of side benefit of these as well is it helps space your gear off the belt just enough, right? So when I have this belt on, say I'm using it, you know, for a mag pouches like I have here, and I'll grab a random pistol magazine and put it in my pouch. It's not so thick that it causes real spacing issues if I need to lay down on it or whatever. But when I go to grab this pistol mag pouch, there's lots of room in between my body and the pouch to where I can get that really quick and easy and not worry about my hand getting jammed up on my belt or my body or my kit if I'm wearing a plate carrier, things like that. So that's a really nice feature, kind of a side benefit of the ELS hardware as well, okay? So let's talk about what I mod or what I really don't like about this belt, okay? And that is simply the way that it comes out of the box. This whole situation up here is really, really terrible, okay? It's really bad. So the way that it comes out of the box and the way it's designed to work is I have these 2 metal studs up here. And of course, there's Velcro on the inside of the belt. Obviously, it's super stiff and strong hook Velcro. And what you're supposed to do is put the belt on, overlap the belt, find the holes in the studs, snap that through, which you can see I can do, And of course, the Velcro is holding it now to where it really can't come undone, but also like it kind of can, right? Because all you have to do is catch this tail on something or kind of bend it just the right way, and that could kind of pop off, right? So what I have to do now is put this keeper over the tongue of the belt to keep that from popping off. So I should be able to slide this. Now the problem is it's Velcro secured on the inside as well, so it's already kind of tough to slide. Then this is pretty thick, so once I get it over here, it's kind of a pain to get it over the tip of the belt as well. Now imagine that this is actually around my body. So this is not up in the air where I can get both hands on it. Well, it's actually tight against my body, and I'm trying to slide this while this belt and this Velcro is already locked onto my inner belt, and it becomes really, really difficult, okay? What makes it even worse, for me personally, when I have a belt like this that's adjustable size, I really like the buckle to not be up front. Here's why. If I need to adjust the size of it, say I've got more or less layers on or whatever it is, and I need to make this larger or smaller, obviously that happens up here, and I'm gonna have more or less overlap on the belt. Well, as I do that, what that's gonna result in is the distance between my gun and my fast mag, my speed mag pouch, the distance between those two things is gonna change, which I obviously don't want at all. So I prefer this buckle to be in the rear. So now imagine that I'm putting this belt on and I'm facing this way, and I'm gonna put this buckle onto the rear, right? So I put this back part somewhere, I wrap it around, and now behind my body, I've gotta try to find where the studs are, right? Now keep in mind, this part right here is stuck to Velcro right now, and this part right here is stuck to Velcro, so I can't really move these freely. If I close this, and there's no, it doesn't exactly line up with the holes, I've just gotta like pull harder and wrap and see if it lines up. Actually, that one went in just fine, right? But a lot of times it's really a pain to kind of trial and error and get it lined up exactly with those studs. Now, once I've got it lined up with the studs, I've got to pull this keeper and then close this, pull this down, and excuse me, try to slide this keeper over the belt, and I finally got it, okay? It's not an exaggeration to say that that is a real pain in the ass, and when you are doing it for the very first time, it can seem like it's absolutely impossible to actually just get this belt on. It's a royal pain. I'm just noticing now, looking at my camera feed, you know, when I was fussing with it, it's now no longer on my inner belt the way it's supposed to be, right? So that's the kind of stuff that happens. I'm gonna try to get this belt off now and show you the modification. So what I like to do, this is something pretty popular now in the competition community, is use a ratchet strap closure on the belt. So what I basically do is take this portion of the belt where the studs and Velcro are, and you just cut this right off, and through the hole in the ELS, you bolt on your ratchet strap receiver. You can see where the belt was cut there, and I've got this bolted onto the belt, and now I have a ratchet strap closure. So the nice thing about this, pro tip, right, when I'm putting this on, the way I would always do it is start with the gun. So I'll take the gun, put it exactly where I want it, and then I'm kind of gonna pull this tight like it's an ace bandage and pull it around like so. This is what helps prevent the belt from bunching up the inner belt as I tighten it. Now from around in the rear, all I have to do is take this ratchet strap, feed it into my receiver, and now I can use this lever to simply micro adjust the belt to the exact tightness that I want it, which is a pretty cool feature, right? Again, the tightness requirements may change depending on how much weight I've got on this belt, what I'm carrying on there that day, how many layers I have on, all that kind of thing. The requirement for how tight I want this belt to be may change a little bit. And of course, the issue with traditional belts that are not size adjustable, right, where I just have kind of open and closed, if I don't put the inner belt at exactly the right tightness, it can be too big or too small, and I've got to go back and adjust the inner belt so that it matches this belt exactly. I do not have to do that with the ratchet strap closure, right? So that's my competition belt and kind of how I have it set up. I'll link to all this stuff down below so you don't have to go hunting for it. But those are just some recommendations for setting up, you know, a competition or other style belt. Depending on what you want to do, I would feel more than comfortable wearing this belt. It's a very high quality, durable belt for other uses as well, but it's primarily marketed for competition use. So I just wanted to kind of share it with you guys before I cut this one up, and I kind of can't show you the pros and cons of that closure system. Hopefully it was helpful to you guys. If you got any more questions or want to see any other gear reviews from stuff that I use, drop a comment down below, and we'll get on that as soon as we can. Thanks, guys.